Working on the base, I did chop some edges off here to center this as best I could. I have 5-minute epoxied this to this wood art panel, so it's on there. In this base though, there's quite a bit of thickness in here. There's probably a good 3/8, maybe a ½ inch of thickness here. And I don't want to have to use Aves epoxy putty to fill all that in. So I have a whole lot of scrap pieces of styrene like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue a bunch of these pieces on to just build up some height, so I don't have to use as much Aves. So let me do that in all these open areas here, and then I'll be back. I got 4 layers of the scrap styrene that I had. I glued the styrene together with some bonding, and then I used 5-minute epoxy to secure that to the wood piece. So now I don't have as much height to have to fill with the Aves, so that's going to save me some Aves. Now I need to get the Aves out and mix a whole bunch and get ready to put Aves on here. This is the Aves epoxy sculpt I'm going to use. This particular one is called Fix It sculpt. I like it better because it's smoother. The other one that I have that I use from time to time is a little more grainy. This is smooth, so it'll actually help match the resin, which is smooth. And it's very straightforward. You have part A and you have part B. You mix equal parts of both, and you have approximately 2 hours before it starts to harden and it can't be molded with or used. They also suggest that you use their safety solvent to smooth it out and stuff like that once you get it on there. You can use water, but water will break down the bond of the epoxy, so I don't use water to do anything with the epoxy sculpt. I use the safety solvent. Alright, so now let's put some of this together and we'll start putting some on the base. I'm going to work on this little small section right here. So what I have here is I have part A, part B, equal parts. Mix them together. Now when I mix them together, I'll take the safety solvent and I'm going to put some, I have a palette over here. You can use anything, but I put a little bit in there and I get it on my fingertips. And then you just start kneading it together until it becomes one uniform color. The solvent keeps it from sticking to tools, your fingers. You can see as the color turns to kind of a putty looking gray. Okay, so I'm going to just break some off. Like a little sausage thing here, and just start sticking it on there. It's really easy to work with. It's just like working with clay. Now when it starts feeling tacky on my fingers, I just get some more of that solvent and rub it on my fingers. start working it in all the areas you need. I'm going to make sure I get rid of all the seams. I'm going to leave a little bit hanging over because once it's dry I am going to sand it. A little more solvent on my fingers because I need to get it as level to the original base as possible. I have a wet rag here too to wipe my fingers off to get it clean. I also made myself a stamp. Just put some Aves on a scrap piece of wood, and then I took this large piece and I just kind of rolled it all over and then let it harden. So what I can do is I can take it and I can go over what I put down, and I can mimic the texture that's on the rest of it. So I need to get closer to this so I can blend these edges and stuff, but I wanted to show you kind of how I'm going to do it. So I'll work on this and finish the rest, and once it's hard I'll come back and show you what it looks like. The Aves is dry. The stamp tool I used didn't work as well as I'd have liked it to have worked. I have used that method before and it did work really well on that case, but for some reason it didn't work as well on this instance. So I also wound up using a piece of sponge to damp on there to kind of get my texture to simulate this texture on the original. It still looks kind of different, but they are different colors, so I need to prime this to see just how different the two textures look, and if it's too noticeable I need to come up with a different idea to kind of blend it all together. I have to have that figured out before I can put my light in here for the egg. So I'm going to work on all this off camera because I really did this video just to kind of show you how I was going to put the Aves on here and fill all this in. So for part 4 I'm going to start working on painting all of it, this and the figure and everything. So as always, I want to thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you for part 4.